So pitcher preparing for elimination games in the World Cup, it starts right back in my training environment. So once I train hard every day through strength and conditioning skills and all other aspects of my game as a pitcher and athlete. So when I get to those moments on the world stage, it just becomes routine and every day. It's a something that I've trained for. So in those big moments for elimination games, I don't have to think too much, or I don't have to think so much about the situation that we're in or our team is in, but more so focusing on just doing what we've prepared and knowing that we have done everything to be there, to be at our best. So I just go out and do what I do every single day. And that helps me stay mentally focused on the job at hand and just going through each pitch at a time, pitching the pitch that I know I can do, aside from thinking about too much outside of what the situation or the moment of the game is. We prepare as a team for every single game. So seeing them once through the rounds only then prepares us even more so for elimination game because we've already faced them. So we have the information from the first round as well as what we already knew about that team. So facing a team twice is great for our team to prepare, and then it's a second opportunity to prepare and use new ways to beat those hitters over and over again in the second game that we see them. And again, I think it comes back to our preparation as a battery, especially. We know we do our homework on all the hitters, but we also have prepared all our skills and strategies. So even though we've seen them once, we have so many more tools that we can use that we haven't necessarily used all in the first game. So we have more to show and more to bring each time we see hitters over again. The last many years with the Aussie Spirit has been one of the best experiences for me as a pitcher. She brings so much experience and leadership to the battery and the whole team. But working with her every day that we can while we're at home in Australia is really key to our preparation. But being so far apart, because our country is quite large, we don't always see each other. So as a team, as a whole, and a battery group, we always stay in touch and stay communicating with what we're doing. And then when we come together, we practice our skills and also our mindset and combination. But the lucky thing for me as a pitcher, plus our whole Spirit group, is we have Belinda White as our most experienced catcher, but we actually have two fantastic catchers. We also have Taylor Tixicronis, and her and I have pitched together for over 10 years now. So we also know each other very well and have grown up together. And the great thing about our games in Ireland is Belle White was catching, and we have a great combination between her and I. And then if I need any extra information or the perfect words, I just turned to my left and Taylor was right there at first base. So we have the perfect battery set up in the Aussie Spirit, and leadership from both Belle White and Taylor, and that constant communication between the entire battery just keeps us focused and on track and on the same page in all the moments needed. To be a part of the battery group with Kaia Parnaby, who's one of the best pitchers in the world, and Kaia and I have also grown up alongside each other. She's 2 years older than me, so I followed her throughout the age groups as a junior and have always learned from Kaia, and we've always shared information. And now that we play together on the international stage for the Aussie Spirit, and we're constantly sharing information, not just between me and Kaia, but all the pitchers. The Aussie Spirit, we have a fantastic group. And even more so in the last year, we just are so good at communicating and supporting one another. And we just want to go out there and win. And we want whoever's out there on the field to succeed. So those of us who have been out there earlier or are yet to go out, we're constantly sharing information back and forth and encouraging each other. Like Kaia offers something totally different to what I do, but together we make a great team. And both her and I love the combination that we make together as a pitcher combination. But yeah, it's almost as important as our pitcher-catcher communication is between our pitchers. We're constantly sharing information, what we see with hitters or umpiring or the situation on the pitcher's plate, like the grounding or anything that we can do to help each other. We're constantly helping each other in that way. I know that I've done the preparation and use all my or have all my pitches to use, and I don't favor one pitch more or less because I've put a lot of work in, and I make sure that I can rely on every pitch I have. I prepare with a catcher before a game or throughout each inning, knowing what the plan is, and when once I get out there on the field, I just put the thinking into the catcher's hands, and then I pitch the pitch for that moment the very best I can. For me to be an Olympian is a dream come true. It is almost hard to put into words. It's something that I strive to achieve my entire life as a softball player growing up. And it was something that I was so inspired to do because of the people that came before me and the example that the Australian national team players I watched growing up. And I just wanted to be on the world's biggest stage playing the sport I loved. And for softball and baseball, the Olympics is the pinnacle. So we have world championships, which in our sport is the biggest stage, but there's only one competition in the world that is just the very best, and that's the Olympic Games. So to be a part of it and to wear the rings around my neck every day is so, so special. And I'm so honored to be able to call myself an Olympian. And I want to use the fact that I've achieved one of my life goals to give back to our sport, but also open up more opportunities for more young girls and boys to achieve the same, and if not, achieve even more.